Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how to not only shape your shots, but shape your game for the better, for the future. So, thanks to Trackman, Flight Scope, GC Quad and the technology that's now available to us, we are well aware of why a ball bends in the air right to left or left to right. And if you don't know, then it's all got to do with the direction that the club head is moving at the point of impact relative to the positioning or the direction that the face is pointing at the point of impact. And if the face is pointing towards the target relative to where the club head is moving, the ball will bend towards the target. If the difference between the direction that the club head is moving, however, and the point that the face is pointing at, it will actually bend too much and probably end up not on the target. But for what can a hobby golfer do with that kind of information? Well, the very first thing that you can do is really stop trying to hit the ball straight, because if you think about it, your swing is probably not neutral. And even if it is neutral, I would almost advise you to stop trying to hit the ball straight. It's the most difficult thing in golf to actually, at the moment of impact, get the club head moving in the direction of the target and the face pointing absolutely at the direction of the target. Then the ball is going to go straight. In fact, I would challenge you to go on the driving range, aim at a target directly and actually get any of your balls to land absolutely on the target. You will get a dispersion pattern left and right of your target. Now, why is that a bad thing? Well, I suppose theoretically it's not, but it means you're going to have to aim at the middle of the green, at the middle of the fairway every time. So your green has just got half as big, your fairway has just got half as big, because aiming at the middle means you're going to hit some left and you're going to hit some right. Somebody who can shape a ball doesn't have this problem. Somebody who knows the ball is going to the right or to the left can simply aim in the other direction. And if they actually practice that, then they can actually control how much it goes to the right or the left. It's really down to physics. So the very first thing you want to try and do is see whether your shot type, your golf swing, produces any kind of natural shape in your shots. Just by hitting a couple of shots straight at a flag, you should be able to see whether the ball is moving from left to right or right to left. In the perfect world, I would try and get you always to have the feeling of the ball moving in your natural direction. That means don't fight it. Now, I know a lot of you are out there fighting a slice on a daily basis, but that's not something I think is going to help you play better golf. However, understanding the slice could, because if you can decrease the amount that the face points right of the direction that you're trying to hit it, then you're going to hit better shots. Think of it this way. Unconsciously, you want to hit the golf ball straight. So unconsciously, you're doing everything in your power to get that club face square at impact. And that's the worst thing you can do, because you are swinging naturally either to the right of the target or to the left of the target. And if, as I said, the difference between the direction you're swinging the club and the direction the face is pointing is too great, then the ball's going to bend away from your target rather than towards it. So the strange thing is that if you have a swing, and you'll be able to see to a certain extent on your divots, that comes out to in on the target, then you want the club face pointing in that direction as well, just not as far as the club head is moving in that direction. So let's just try and put kind of some numbers on this, or at least some understanding. If I aim or I'm swinging the club head 10 degrees to the left of the target and my face is pointing at the target, the ball will start very slightly left, but then it will bend to the right of the target. If, however, my face is pointing also considerably to the left, I'm not talking 10 degrees, but let's say 5 degrees, then the ball will actually start slightly left of where the face is pointing and bend back towards the target. And if you experiment with this, you will actually find that you are able to control how much it bends by where the face is pointing in the address position. So again, unfortunately, this means rather than addressing the golf ball with the club face absolutely square to your target line, you want it pointing a little bit in the direction that you naturally swing the club. And by doing this, you are going to be able to control that fade or draw or hook or slice that you are actually naturally creating in your golf swing. Now imagine that, a game where you are no longer fighting your own golf swing, a game where you can actually say, well, I'll just basically swing it the way that I swing it every day, but I will control the bend on the ball in the address position. Once you actually got this kind of thing going and you've got this thought process and this address position changed, what you then want to be looking at is kind of dispersion patterns. If you were to actually aim at a flag, how many balls then are landing right or left of the flag? Can you get the majority of them landing on one side? And then if you take a center point of that dispersion, that's about the distance that you want to be aiming right or left of the target. So if, say, the majority of my balls are 10 yards right of the target when I'm trying to hit at the flag, then it would make sense to aim 10 yards left of the target and commit to that 10 yards left. By doing that, I can actually set up left, go up for a normal committed shot, and the ball will actually start to land on the target. At least what I'm trying to do is make the flag and the hole get in the way of my average shot. Obviously, if I hit one out the screws and get everything right and my swing for some strange reason becomes neutral, I'm going to hammer it 10 yards left of the target. But usually, if I've done this correctly, I'm going to find green 10 yards left of the target as well. One of the main problems I think we have in this game is just this basic need to hit at the center of the fairway, to hit at the hole, and that's not going to help us to score better. Controlling the shape of your shot will help you to score better. Accepting your own golf swing will help you to score better. Deciding not to try and hit it in a different direction every time will help you to score better. Even if you are a top amateur golfer or a budding professional, stop trying to hit it in every direction. It's going to hurt your scoring. Get more of a standard shot and try and do that every time. My understanding is that Dustin Johnson really came into the fore and became world number one after he had stopped hitting it in every direction and decided he was just going to fade the ball. There is hardly any situation now in golf where Dustin Johnson will not fade the ball, even if he's playing around Augusta National, which is always trying to get the golf ball to go in the other direction for him as a right-handed golfer. And this is something that you have to take to heart as a budding or aspiring professional golfer or advanced amateur golfer. As a hobby golfer, more than ever you have to accept the weaknesses in your swing and turn them into strengths. If you know you've got a slice, aim left. If you know you can't control that slice, close the club face. Turn the club face in the direction that you swing it and you will actually find that this slice gets smaller and smaller until a point where the ball is just going straight left. Now there is a shot called the double cross, which is basically when you're not only swinging left, but you actually get the club face pointing even further left. And they're the shots that you want to try and avoid. So if there is kind of a closing statement to this video, it's always try and get the face pointing on the whole side of your swing. But the main thing here is basically getting to know your swing direction and getting to understand how you can control the golf ball despite your swing direction, simply by opening or closing the club face relative to the direction that you are actually swinging the golf club. And that will actually help you to get the ball back on target. This will definitely help you to score better, people. Please do this. Get out on the golf course, try and decide on your shot patterns, try and get an idea of your dispersion, try and aim right or left of what you want to hit relative to your dispersion patterns, and you will score. Your score will come down in 2 seconds. As ever, if you liked it, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed to us yet, please do so. Don't forget, if you would like to join my Patreon site, I'll leave a link below. I'd like to thank all the patrons for supporting the channel. Without you, it wouldn't be possible to get back here as often. Until the next time, bye-bye now.